We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory, for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the hometown cheer, it's the ultimate high for the glory. We do it for the glory. Yeah, we've waited for our time to come, calculated everything we've done, we've upgraded. Now you can't outrun a champion. Now you're facing one. Can you hear them? Yeah, it's all for...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MSW Wrestling, the best wrestling on the internet. I'm Gideon Reynolds.
And I'm Mike Shireen.
And what a match card we have for you today, as Buggy Whip goes one-on-one with Kevin Masters here on MSW STORM.
But that's not it, because later tonight, for the first time since WrestleVerse, Tyler Doom will be in the building, and he will explain his actions that he's taken against Rez Gainer at WrestleVerse and last week on Storm.
And Tyler Doom is a completely changed man. I mean, we've seen him attack Rez Gainer twice, and as we were saying on Storm and at WrestleVerse, both brutal assaults. And we get to hear from him speak for the first time tonight. But right now, Buggy Whip manages to stumble into the ring for his one-on-one match with Kevin Masters, and I don't know what that was.
Buggy Whip never changes, of course, flopping down to the ring like a fish as he is appearing for his first singles match since WrestleVerse.
And here comes his opponent, Kevin Masters, a man who has, as of late, been on a roll, defeating Mac Just at WrestleVerse and El Flaco last week on Storm, as he prepares to go one-on-one with Buggy Whip and pick up his third victory in a row here tonight.
The future for the Mastermind sure looks bright, but of course what everybody is talking about, the confrontation between the MSW champion Rez Gainer and Mac Just, which ultimately led to the appearance of Tyler Doom last week. What could this mean for MSW?
I don't know, Shireen, but whatever happens, it will definitely end in carnage, chaos, and blood.
And speaking of carnage, chaos, and blood, MSW Domination is coming up soon, and based on what's going on within the MSW roster right now, it's looking to be a fantastic show.
Of course, 2 weeks from tonight, MSW Domination, MSW's second ever pay-per-view event, will be taking place right here on the MSW channel.
Kevin Masters, though, not waiting for Domination for some action as he slams Buggy Whip down to the mat, looking for another collar and elbow tie-up, but Buggy goes under.
And what a way to start this matchup. We are out of the gates hot as Buggy Whip looking to confuse the bigger man Kevin Masters, who just Beal throws Whip across the ring.
I've never seen a man get thrown like that, but if somebody's gonna do it, it's Kevin Masters.
The power of Kevin Masters on full display in a second Beal throw.
Did you see the height on that?
Buggy Whip not in a good place right now. Kevin Masters, though, looking to come in for what appears to be a choke slam, plants it.
Grabbing him by the neck and planting him in the mat, going for a cover and a quick 2 count.
Buggy Whip flopped like a dead fish there. But Kevin Masters, the mastermind, staying on the prowl, not going to let Buggy Whip get an inch of room.
He's charging up for something, going for that spear. Buggy Whip moves out of the way. Kevin into the ropes, and big boot up the kids from Buggy Whip.
That kick of the butt right there. Kevin Masters is certainly feeling that, and Whip is calling for it.
We've seen this before, the athleticism in that.
Big elbow drop.
And that is enough to take a man the size of Kevin Masters out.
And Buggy Whip now looking for it again to put down the bigger man, Kevin Masters, but Masters just crawling to his feet. Buggy Whip, though, looking to go for a discus clothesline. Caught him.
Wisely scouted from Masters into a static shock.
Planted Whip right there in the center of the ring, and both men are down. Kevin Masters, though, ever resourceful as he is, crawling to pick up Buggy Whip. And
I mean, did you see that maneuver? Kevin Masters spinning Buggy Whip the other way and then hitting him with that static shock. Going for Mastermind, that's Mac Just.
Mac Just just came into this ring and he's just screwed Kevin Masters out of the match. That should be a disqualification.
Mac Just with bad intentions. Kevin off the ropes, caught him. Spine buster, and it shakes the whole dang ring.
And he planted on there.
Gator, you don't think I'm the number one contender, but I'm gonna prove it to you. Because, Masters, I'm not done with you. I challenge you to a last man standing match at Domination.
And oh my lord, what a statement from Mac Just.
Mac Just leaving Kevin motionless, and we see the first match announced for MSW Domination. Kevin Masters will take on Mac Just in a last man standing match. But up next, we hear from Tyler Doom for the first time since WrestleVerse. What will he have to say?
Why, Tyler, why? That's what everyone's asking. An explanation. That's what everyone wants. And frankly, it pisses me off that everyone thinks that they don't know the answer. Everyone pretends like it's so hard to wrap your head around. I'll give you an answer anyway. I walked into this company with one man. That man was Rez Gaynor. 3 years ago when I met Rez Gaynor, he revived my passion for wrestling. He made me want to do all of this. But at WrestleVerse, one man could walk out as the first ever MSW World Champion. And that man was you. And that should have been me. This all should have been me. The championship, the victory speech, everything was mine. I'm the better wrestler. This company is nothing without me. Rez Gaynor is nothing without me. Hearts of Fire is nothing without Tyler Doom. And yet everyone sits there and they still think that they don't understand. Well, I understand. And Rez Gaynor, I'm not done with you. Because I'm gonna take away every single thing that you have. I'm gonna strip away everything that you want until I get that MSW World Championship. I didn't have my moment before. I'm taking my moment now. We're not done, Gaynor. Not yet. Because I hope this looks familiar. I hope this spot on the ground looks familiar. I hope the place where I doomsdayed your head into the canvas looks familiar. And I hope you remember what that felt like. Because you're going to be feeling it very soon. It's going to become a recurring theme in your mind. Because at Domination, I leave you laying again. The same way I left you laying at WrestleVerse. But this time, when I walk out with that MSW World Championship, I will be the MSW World Champion. So Rez Gaynor, come Domination, it's your doomsday.
And the unfortunate change of Tyler Doom is in full effect as we have just gotten word that next week on Storm, a contract signing is set for an MSW Championship rematch between Rez Gaynor and Tyler Doom. This match will take place at our upcoming pay-per-view, MSW Domination.
But that's not all, because also at Domination, Kevin Masters and Mac Just go one-on-one in a last man standing match to finally see which of the two is the better man.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next Friday night for Storm. Yeah, we waited for a time to come calculated.
Everything we've done, we've upgraded. Now you you can't